in the morning. Woo! I know somebody yawning. Woo! But it's time to get that money, bro. Woo! You can't act funny about that money, yo. Early in the morning. Woo! Can I hit it in the morning? Woo! But then you gotta feed them kids. Jam with jokes. Y'all know what the business is. What? I said what? I said what? I said what? And Jim with juice. Y'all know what the business is. Call in, text it. Okay. Is that right? Okay. Fresh to the Fresh in this
Juice Nation.
Fresh in
And
this
to all the juicy jammers out there. Good
on my
morning,
Papa Bear.
Milwaukee.
I need hot
You are
porridge.
now tapped into, sipping on, and waking up to Jammin with Juice, you guys, the morning stream. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And you know, I got my boyfriend Jammin with me.
It's amazing.
That is facts. It is amazing. And we are live from the Jammin with Juice studios at the Milky Way building and sponsored by Cindy Johnson, Allstate Insurance Agency in Milwaukee. And happy sip to that Friday. Yes, it is Friday, you guys. We are here. And we are cheerful.
So
I was about to say the other one. You know what the other one is?
I really don't.
They be like, we are here and we are queer. That's what they say.
All right. Teach his
But
own.
we have chill. We have chill because we are here. We got some certified juicy jammers in the chat this morning, ready to get the show cracking, y'all. So we got to do our morning roll call. So, Benjamin, can you please give me my theme music? All right, so first in the chat this morning, we got CE.
Colin, my Gemini brethren,
Yes,
good morning.
We got Willie Graves in
Willie
the
Graves
chat.
in the
We got
building, good
SE in the
morning.
chat.
SE,
Lady
good
B
morning.
in the chat.
Lady
We got
B,
KW
top of the
in the
morning to you.
chat.
KW, certified juicy
Anita
jammer, good morning. Sir
Cole.
Charles, good
Tyler
morning.
Hadley.
Anita Nicole, good morning.
Cindy
Tyler,
Johnson
my
is in the
brethren,
building.
good
Hey.
morning. Hey,
We
auntie,
got
how you
Jeff in the
doing?
building.
Jeffrey, good morning.
He said, Ben, you're queer.
Damn.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, sometimes. only on Saturday.
Jam with the Clippers.
My boy Jam with the Clippers, Shamir. New Image, good morning.
Jam on it.
Yeah.
I like that. Like,
That's my
share,
brother
comment,
right there.
follow. That is right, Miss Anita Nicole.
Straight
Turn it
up.
off.
Straight up.
I'm over it.
Tell your people about us, man.
Yes, no, tell everybody that you know. If you on Facebook, share this broadcast, this live cast, you know what I'm saying?
Woo,
Make
this
sure you
morning
guys
stream.
hit the because we are live, okay? And make sure you guys are subscribed, all right? I am so excited. It is Friday.
Woo, this feels like it has been a long week, man.
It feels like it went fast, though, to me.
It did go by fast.
Last week, our first week back, it felt a lot slower.
Really? You think so?
Yes. I feel like it did not breeze by. But this week, I feel like it just breezed by. And maybe it's because I feel like when you have stuff to do throughout the day, it makes the day go by faster. And I feel like every day this week, I had something to do, like after the show. So it made it go by faster.
Boom, bop, bam. That type of stuff from on you wouldn't understand.
They wouldn't understand.
Wouldn't understand doing the Marquette games.
They wouldn't understand.
Y'all wouldn't understand waking up early in the morning, going and hitting the gym. You wouldn't understand that type of grind.
I went this morning too, but I'm having knee issues, y'all.
Woo,
I am. I'm having some knee issues. And you know, my knee's always been real weird.
I can relate though. I mean, you just have a weird posture, but go on.
I do. Like my whole frame of my body is misaligned.
Yeah.
And and it's just like, man,
you need to go to an auto shop and get repaired,
no,
bro.
Facts. Like I gotta figure something out because everything is just so misaligned.
Yeah.
But one of my knees, my right knee, has been bothering me for a while, y'all. So I've been trying to take it easy on leg days.
Okay, now.
I iced it just once. Obviously, you need to ice it more, but I don't know. It feels swollen, but it don't look swollen, and so it might just be inflamed.
It's something
but
on the
then
inside.
it just be feeling feeling tight. Yeah, like it feel tight when I stand for a long time, and then I like bend it and stuff, and then sometimes like the nerves be shooting up my leg to like the glutes and stuff. It's
like,
just a lot.
You got a
going
sciatic
on.
nerve pinch or something, bro?
I don't know.
I mean, because
I truly don't know what's going on.
I'm here with you, my sister. Okay, I really am, man. You know, after you get a certain age, some stuff just start breaking down, and you don't even know why it's happening to you.
But that's why I don't think it has anything to do with age, because like I said, I've been having issues with my knees, bro. Like my kneecaps are really loose. You know, I can move them. They're very mobile.
Well, can't everybody move their kneecaps though?
Not like how I can.
What do you, bro?
I can like move them side to side like this.
But everybody can move side to side.
No, like mine can like move.
Dog, unless you're doing like a 360 movement with your kneecap, then that actually.
I'm trying to tell you, they say that it's not.
Look, show the people your kneecap.
I'm not about to
show them your kneecap, bro. Show them your kneecap.
No.
I want to. Yeah, why not?
What the heck? I'm not doing that.
I'm just saying, man, because we need a diagnosis. Juicy Jammers, if you can diagnose Carrie Noni Juice, let her know about her knee problems. If it's an issue, if it's not, let her know something.
Jam with the Clippers. Your boy Jam said go to the chiropractor. I did look that up.
I thought
if I should go to a chiropractor, they do everything on your body. If anything, I might need to go to the physical therapist again.
I've never been touched like that.
Good morning, Miss Trina. Or
Top of the morning,
Mrs. Trina Smith. Let me get it right.
Top of the morning.
Respect on your
name.
That's
Trina. Top of the morning to Trina.
Miss Anita Cole said, I need to wear a knee brace for a bit, ice, rest, and elevate it. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I do need to go back and get a knee brace again. I used to have knee braces when I was a kid.
Why?
Because my knees been bad, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Since you was a kid, bro?
Yes, man. That's why I'm like, this don't got nothing to do with age, bro.
Bro, what is in the water? Like, why, fam? Did you drink the Milwaukee Red water or something, bro?
I think because as a kid,
you weren't even active.
I wasn't an athlete and I wasn't active. And so because of that, I think that I had some issues.
Oh, we need to pray for Juice, man. Your childhood messed you up, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't very active. I didn't do no sports. I wasn't
God
athletic.
Bless you,
I didn't do
dog.
anything. So I used to have an issue with my knees, y'all, to where my knee will always pop out the socket. Like it would just pop out the socket. If I turn wrong, it would just pop out and pop back in. And I'm like, dang, bro.
That is messed up,
and
man.
so to this day, like my knees are just not the strongest. Like I need to do some rehabilitation on them or something like that. Like I be in the gym doing like strength training exercises on my actual muscles in my body, but I don't do a lot of what would you call it? Yeah, like that type of stuff. I forget what you call that, but I
mean, with you,
it's just a lot.
With your knees being as weak as they are, you might tear meniscus or something.
Don't say that.
I'm just
being
realistic.
Is.
It's like something like the cartilage that's behind your kneecap.
Yeah, and it just takes a lot. Like whenever I've been down, like my knees crack all the time. Like they make noises. If I keep it bent for a long amount of time, like they'll hurt. Like my knees are just. I hope I never have to have like knee surgery or anything like that.
I want to put that out there
because that's a difficult. That's trash. But I don't think that it'll get to that. But I have to make sure I'm doing what I need to do now and figure out how to like strengthen those things.
I mean, I guess
my knees be tripping. I ain't gonna lie, I don't got the mag knees. You see Megan Thee Stallion, she be having them mag knees. She be getting down on it. She be getting down on it. I can't get down on it.
That's
you know
how she be
saying?
hopping from man to man. That's why she got.
Why you gotta say?
You don't want the
her?
mag knees. You don't want the mag knees. That's what mag knees get you. It gets you shot in your foot.
And I don't appreciate. Okay, I haven't been keeping up with this whole story of Megan Thee Stallion in the courtroom because she's suing like this blogger who was it the blogger who like released a tape of her or something like that?
Allegedly. So basically what ended up happening is a blogger, YouTuber, or whatever may have you, somebody who was on the internet who had a big fan base decided to go and make a whole bunch of AI videos of Megan Thee Stallion having sex. Now, these were all fake videos. So basically what Megan Thee Stallion, to my knowledge, is suing for is like defamation of character and all these other, you know,
She took to the Meg took to the stand yesterday. She's staying in the courtroom, but get your money, girl. Well, I know the other one. I don't think it was for money, but anyway, she was all crying and stuff, saying like all the distress that she had been on, and like I feel her, man. But I just feel like people be coming at Meg all the time, and they make jokes, kind of like how you just made jokes about her getting shot in her foot. Like,
was it real?
Serious.
Was that not real?
But what I'm saying is that's a serious thing that can happen. And if I were to get shot in my foot, Lord forbid I ever get shot in my foot. but I wouldn't want to see people online joking about it. Like that can do a lot to your mental, especially because she already has a lot going on. Like she don't have no parents. Her grandma ain't here. You know, she was coming up in an industry when she didn't have really anybody to protect her, and she could have been wilding out at parties, whatever it is, just trying to maybe find her tribe. But it's a lot that she's been through within the past like 5-6 years, and people still making jokes about her getting shot. I think that it's very distasteful.
That's crazy, man. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I hear and see everything that you're going through right now, and I think, like you said, you should go ahead and get your money. YouTubers definitely need to be more sensitive and understanding that these people are just people too. But I guess they'll understand once they, get sued.
Yeah, but even with that, you can't sue them all. You know, like, do you know how many people who be trolling on social media? It's
That's
crazy.
That's true.
Somebody always trolling somebody on social, and you don't get them all.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get some, but you don't get them all. I just think trolls need to sit down somewhere.
I mean,
you're a troll.
I'm definitely not a troll.
You
I
definitely
really
are a troll.
I don't see myself as a troll.
You troll on this
whatsoever.
show.
I don't troll
You
at
do.
all.
You just talked crap about Meg getting shot in the foot, bro.
Juicy Jammers, let me know if I was just talking crap
and
about
even
Meg
before,
or not.
when I was talking about
did
my
I not
knees,
just state a fact?
when I was talking about my knees and I said I don't have the Megan knees, oh, you don't want the Megan knees because Megan be hopping from man to man. Like, what's up with that? You don't even know her life, bro.
I mean, I can
You
see it on the internet.
You troll.
I can see it on the internet.
So you
Are
take
these
everything you
not
see
facts?
on the internet for face value?
Oh, I'm not taking it for face value. I'm taking it for real life when I'm seeing her kicking it with partisan.
How many women you been with in your past?
This isn't about me. This is about Megan Thee Stallion,
But what I'm
who
saying
lives her
is,
life on the gram.
What I'm saying is,
Wants to shake ass all the time.
It's so crazy.
Thinks it's
so
artistic
crazy how
creativity.
people, especially men like yourself, want to sit over here and judge this woman for living her life.
I didn't judge her.
You did.
I did not judge her.
You definitely did. You said I didn't want Megan knees because why?
To get you hopping from man to man. Is that a judgment? No.
Come on, bro.
I am stating something that's actually happening. Like it'd be judgmental of me if I'm just like
you know your intentions behind what you were saying, fam.
Whatever,
and you did not
man.
mean it in a positive way.
I didn't mean it in a positive way. I don't think it's positive for her to be hopping from man to man. Like, honestly, I think that she is hurt still from the whole Tory Lanez situation. She more than likely does need some kind of counseling, just as she needs counseling right now. Just as she needs counseling right now from the girl who made all those fake sex videos of her. You know, that's very detrimental to somebody's character.
I would
and mental.
If anything, I would want Meg to not. Or I would want her to go to therapy to make sure she don't keep drinking, because I know she used to have like a drinking issue that she has addressed in her songs before. You know, that she would pick up the bottle sometimes even by herself and not with her friends, just because she was dealing with a lot, you know. And so I just want to make sure that she's okay. And if anything, that's what I would want her to get therapy for, and also not to put her love into the wrong people. Right. Now, if she just want to be out here doing whatever she want to do because she want to do it, some women just like to do that, and that's their prerogative. Go for it. But if you're doing it out of pain, then yes, I'm not going to bash you for it, but I would want you to figure out how you can, get it handled, get it fixed. Yeah. We all need some form of therapy.
Straight up.
I honestly think so.
Yeah, you've told me many times. Yeah, you know what, Ben? I think you need therapy.
No, you do.
I think you need therapy.
You definitely need some therapy. I
think that's very judgmental of you.
How's it judgmental?
Because you're telling me you think I need
because
therapy.
I want better for you. Come on now.
You know what, Juice? I do need therapy. Juicy Jammers, I do need therapy. I need somebody that I don't know to vent to. That's why I talk to all you each and every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. So I'm lonely on the weekends.
Not ever. All right. I'm going to switch gears a little bit because there is an important event that's happening today in Milwaukee that I wanted to hit on real quick. And I didn't want to put it in something just had. The Milwaukee Christmas tree lighting is returning tonight with Santa Claus, free hot chocolate, and holiday market debut. I know what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say. Because I thought the same thing. I thought the exact same thing. Say what you're going to say.
I thought that happened yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? There were two separate events.
Got you. I got you. Okay.
One happened. Oh, you thought that I had gave them the wrong date?
Well, I'm just like, what? Maybe they canceled last night, so they doing it all over again tonight. Because I saw Mr. New York post about it and everything. So
yeah. So the Pier Marquette Park, like the holiday lights, whatever the heck you want to call it, when they did their thing over there, that was something completely separate from the Christmas tree lighting celebration that is going to be happening today. It is Milwaukee's 112th annual Christmas tree lighting celebration. So give it up for Milwaukee for doing it for so long.
Okay.
But it's returning to Pfizer Forum today. And like I said, it's going to have Santa Claus. There will be musical performances and the first ever Deer District Holiday Market. They say this is presented by We Energies, and it's going to be happening at 5, leading up to the tree lighting that is going to be happening at 6 o'clock. But my thing was, like, why they didn't just do this all on the same day?
You know, honestly,
like, why was it separated?
I think because, and this is something that I learned back when I was just a street team member at V100.7. All right, Milwaukee knows how to turn up when it comes down to the holiday seasons. So they're like, that's
you said
why
they know how to turn up.
Yeah, because that's why it actually did not surprise me that you were hitting us again with another like Christmas holiday theme the next day. Because like really, Milwaukee does a lot of different like Christmas traditions. There's even neighborhoods and small communities that have their own little Christmas things happening right here in Milwaukee. So the fact that Deer District decided to do something else the next day, just following up after, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, Milwaukee knows how to get into the Christmas spirit. But I will say this. I will say this. If Pfizer Forum down at Deer District does not have reindeer down there, okay, with a few bucks, you know, I think they are losing their promotional value.
Well, you know, Bango will be there.
No.
You want real deer?
I want real deer down there that the little kids can come up and feed a little corn kernels to or something like that. Yeah, I think they really wouldn't be missing out on a big opportunity. Maybe they need Allie back down there again if they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, maybe go get the deer and go put them down there in the Deer District and sure. I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah, and then shout out to KW because Candy Cane Lane, that's a whole other big little event that ends up happening up here in Milwaukee for, you know, celebrating Christmas. So I think Milwaukee knows how to get down, man.
That's like a neighborhood thing too.
That's
and
what I'm
I think
saying.
I like it when I see different neighborhoods have the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of stories on those in the past, like journalism stories that I've had to do. Okay, and just driving up and down Candy Cane Lane can be really fun. Some of them have like music and stuff. But if I lived over there, I'd be so annoyed. Like, you got to know what you're getting yourself into before you move over to an area that you know always has a bunch of festivities and stuff going on. Because if you're the type of person who don't want to participate and you mean to tell me y'all about to be in front of my lawn forcing me and making me put up some Christmas lights just because this is part of y'all little agenda that y'all do every year, I'm not moving over there.
That's funny. Now, you know
Same
what?
With like all the families in the streets that do a lot of great Halloween stuff. It's like, if you are not the type of person who want to decorate your house to the fullest, don't move in one of them areas. You need to know that type of stuff ahead of time.
That is true.
Because you're going to have your neighbors looking at you like, oh, we got this Scrooge over here who don't want to do nothing. We got this Scrooge who don't want to put up no lights.
Facts. Hey, for real though.
What if I don't celebrate Halloween? What if I don't celebrate Christmas? You mean to tell me I can't come live in the neighborhood?
They end up calling you the Grinch, bro. You the Grinch. We got this Grinch over here. You know? Nah, that would be hilarious. But then, you know, people don't think about it, but it is a significant investment to have like the best house out there that has all the lights, all the decorations.
That's a lot of money.
A big snowman outside just for the holiday season. That's one of them things where, no, it's okay. I'm just saying, because it's like, it's a huge investment. And if you move into this neighborhood and don't realize, damn, like, I really got to get right out here. Like, Halloween comes up. Right. I got to have some decorations for that. Then I got to take it down. And then Christmas just right around the corner. I got to set up for that as well.
Yeah. KW said they tell you before you buy your house, as they should. Because if you don't let me know, and I'm in for a big surprise around all the holiday times. Like, come on now.
I'm going to have to holler at Vershay the realtor. I wonder if she knows.
Right. Shout out Vershay. But I'm just like, man, that's expensive. All the lights And when do you turn them off? How long do you keep them on for?
Hey, if you like normal people, you know, shoot, you keep them Christmas lights up at least to like February, March. Sometimes you get it to the summertime. I used to have a neighbor who stood like right next to me. They were Hispanic, okay, but they kept their Christmas lights up all year around. Okay, I'm talking about the Christmas lights on the front porch, on the back of their porch, everything. They would take down the decorations though, as far as like a snowman being outside for them, or like a Santa Claus, or all the little other reindeer. But them Christmas lights, the rainbow color ones, that's staying on the porch all year round.
No, absolutely not. Why are
You'll
you
see.
keeping the lights up?
I think because honestly, people just get lazy. Like it's like, bro, I put up the decorations. You telling me it's only supposed to be up there for a month? That was a lot of
But
work.
I'm saying that's why I think people start putting it up as soon as Halloween is over with. November 1st, you need to put up them lights, so you at least get 2 months worth out of it. Maybe even 2.5. I could see it going through maybe the first 2 weeks of January. But that's why you got to put it up like so quickly, because you want to get the most bang for your buck out of it. But also, I just think I would have them up just for a short amount of time, because like I said, the cost of lights and things like that every single night, I don't know if I want to do that.
See, and I agree with Anita Nicole. People do have to stay in their lane. You know, you got to stay in your lane.
The candy cane lane.
The candy cane lane. Facts. Because if you're not that festive person, don't move in that neighborhood then. You know, just stay on the outskirts, get yourself a nice apartment or condominium or something like that, where you don't have to worry about the rest of the neighborhood. Because, like, that is another thing, too, people don't talk about, is what if you move next to a neighbor, and I'm only saying this because my household, we were those neighbors, okay, that played the Christmas jingles the whole 25 days of Christmas, you know, and they got it outside the crib. You know, you hear the 25 days of Christmas. Do you love a snowman? You know, all those little things.
You don't like those?
I mean, I do, but if you're the type of neighbor who it's like, damn, that is annoying, okay? You got to think about those things before you move into that specific neighborhood.
You definitely do. Shout out SCU says Bayshore is having a holiday event this evening as well.
See?
I love it. I need to lift my spirits. Me and Ben were just talking about this. Maybe we'll talk about it another day, but I feel like as an adult, it's harder to get into the holiday spirit.
Yeesh.
I just feel like it is.
Just need some kids. Just need some kids, man.
Maybe.
Gotta start busting them out.
No thanks. To busting them out. That sounds so terrible. A terrible way to think of children. Let's just bust them out.
Just bust them out, man.
All right, you guys. Well, we are going to get into something juicy when we come back from our juice break. So make sure you guys don't go anywhere. We got more conversation on this Sip to That
Friday
coming up. Don't go anywhere, Juicy Jammers. The juiciness continues next, right here on Jammin' with Juice. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick-cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cindy Johnson today at 414-445-2558.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
They laughed, they doubted, they said we couldn't do it, but we stayed loaded. Loaded with purpose, loaded with faith, loaded. Living off a dream everyone doubted. It isn't just a clothing line, it's a mindset. Every stitch, every logo, every fit reminds you. You don't need their approval, just your vision. So wear your grind, wear your dream, stay loaded. Living off a dream everyone doubted. It's amazing.
Got a business, event, or brand you want the city to know about? You gotta let them know about it here. Jammin' with Juice is where the people are listening, laughing, and showing love every single morning. Let's put your brand right in the mix. Whether it's an on-air mention, interview, or social media promo, we've got options that make sense for you. So if you're ready to get your message in front of our Juicy Jammers, hit us up at jamminwithjuice@gmail.com and let's work.
What up, Juicy Jammers? It's me, your boy, Ben Jammin, and I think it's time for us to go down the rabbit hole! Now, if you don't know what a rabbit hole is, it is a piece of information you find on the internet or experienced in real life that takes you from one piece of information you find to another, up until your curiosity is satisfied. And that's what I intend to do each and every day you guys watch us live. spark your curiosity, and transform the way you see your world. So tap into Jammin with Juice each and every day so your rabbit hole can be filled. What up? It's me, Ben Jammin. When I wrote my new song Killer, honestly, I wasn't sure what direction it was going to take. But by the time I finished the chorus, tears started rolling down my face. And I knew this wasn't just a song, it was a story that needed to be told. Growing up, so many of us hear and see messages about who we're supposed to be. Too often, those messages are built on negative stereotypes. We're told we're destined to be gangsters, drug dealers, or killers. And when you hear that long enough, some people start to believe it. They take that path and end up in a place they can't escape, dead or behind bars. Killer tells that story, but it also delivers the lesson that you don't have to be what the world tells you to be. You can be a doctor or a lawyer, a radio host, a game designer, a farmer, whoever you choose to be. It's your life. If this story resonates with you, go listen to my new record, Killer, now streaming on Spotify and Apple Music. It's amazing.
Yes, me. Make Jammin with Juice with no need. On our way to the T.O.P. with our cities on our back like we gon' see.
You already know what it is. This is Jammin with Juice. And make sure you go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to jamminwithjuice.com to become a certified juice jammin. Remember, from here on out, you're amazing.
It's known and juice. You know we keeping it juicy.
Spilling truth with a smile so sweet. Talking all the buzz from the blogs and the tweets. From the headline to the hometown streets. She bring the flavor, can't nobody compete. Something juicy with Nani Juicy. Talk of the town, yeah, she got the news. Keeping it fun, keeping it true. It's something juicy, keeping it juicy too.
Jammin with Juice, and right now it is time for something juicy. And the very first thing that I wanted to talk about and bring up is I wanted to really give Shedeur Sanders his flowers right now. I was going to bring this up a little bit yesterday when I had first found out the news, but he is going to have his first NFL start, you guys. He's going to be starting as the quarterback with the Cleveland Browns, as the quarterback, obviously, on Sunday's road game against the Las Vegas Raiders. All right. And I know y'all are probably like, he's already done this before. Like, what are you talking about? He never started. He didn't start. He did play in the game last week, and I don't think they didn't do so hot. But there's a reason for that, because he's been like the third string quarterback this entire time. And then he moved up to second string, and now he is about to, lead them on this Sunday. But they even had admitted that, okay, he had only been practicing with the third string players. He hadn't been practicing with the starter players. So that makes sense as to why, things might have been a little rocky during his game when he finally got to be the quarterback. But this Sunday he is going to be starting, and so I am hopeful that he will finally get his just due, and hopefully he has been practicing with the starter team now, so there's no excuses, so to speak, when he gets out there. But I also wanted to say that he's just been having a really tough time, you guys, too, because not only is he facing a lot of backlash from the media, he's facing backlash just all over the internet from just consumers and watchers of TV and football and all of that stuff. But he just recently got his home broken into while he was making his NFL debut last week, Sunday. Now, the Medina County Sheriff's Office said that there was an estimated $200,000 in property that was stolen from his home by 3 suspects on Sunday. While he's out there trying to play his heart out, he's getting his home broken into. Yeah. But Shedeur had a really great spirit about it overall. When he was asked about it at a press conference, he said, mentally, emotionally, I'm in a great place overall. My life is always going to be adversity. Things aren't always going to go as planned, but I would say I'm prepared for everything. He did say that none of his jewelry was stolen, and I think none of his jewelry was stolen. But he's hopeful, and he is excited. He's happy to be where he is at today. And a lot of people in his position wouldn't be, with everybody coming at his neck, and even knowing who his dad is, they're really coming at him because of what his daddy did back in the day. That's really how I feel, okay? Because there was no reason for him to be the number one or should have been like one of the number 1 overall picks, but then he actually ended up being drafted day 3.
Yeah, day 3 of it.
Day 3, you guys. That was still insane to me. I had a whole juicy video about that, brain squeeze, on my YouTube page if you want to go check that out, because I thought that was just outrageous that that even happened to him. But it just goes to show you how Deion Sanders has really groomed and raised his children to have so much confidence in themselves, to always be graceful, and yeah, I love it.
Nah, I think that's cool. I will say, from an NFL insider, they went on to go say that they used Shedeur Sanders for ratings. That's really what that was. Nobody ever before paid attention that long to the NFL draft season, or the NFL draft for 3 days before. They typically would watch the first day, and then after that, they wouldn't care anymore. So that's what the NFL insider told me. Okay.
Who is that?
I can't tell you I can't tell you my sources.
I know exactly who it was.
I can't reveal my sources.
You don't know nobody in football, but the people that I know that you know.
Hey, look, my sources are very near and dear, and just know they know what they're talking about when they're talking about it.
For sure.
Secondly, I want to ask you this question, Juice, because you're saying that he will be the starting QB for
the game on Sunday.
For which team again?
The Cleveland Browns.
Okay, the Cleveland Browns versus the Raiders.
Yes.
That's what it was. Okay, I think that'll be a good matchup. And I think that's actually a very good team for him to first start off as the starting quarterback for that. I mean, the Raiders did lose earlier, actually last week, to the Cowboys. So we'll have
I didn't know you watched football.
Yeah, I'll get into it from time to time. You know, put something in my hand and I'll drink.
And you'll drink.
I didn't mean to say that.
Put some in my hand and I'll drink. Whatever. You're an alcoholic.
All
right,
just go ahead. Keep it moving. What's the next something, Juicy?
Well, I was just gonna say real quick. Dang, you made me lose my train of thought. We were talking about Deion Sanders. We talked about Shedeur Sanders.
Cleveland Browns.
Dang, I feel like I'm gonna have to just move on because I don't even remember now. Dang it!
You said you did not watch football.
No, it was before that. Oh, because you said the ratings. You said that, insider said, it was because of the ratings. I don't think it had nothing to do with the ratings, because after the thing was over with, they would have made him like the starter cornerback to begin with. The fact that it's now November, and he went through all he went through, being third, then being second, and he's still not necessarily first. All of the stuff that they put him through, they could have just made him the top person to begin with after the daggone draft was over with.
That's right.
They ain't had nothing to do no ratings. They just tripping on him at this point. And I hope he gets everything that he wants. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders.
I'm just glad to see a lot more black quarterbacks. Anytime I see that happen, I just feel like we as a nation are moving forward.
Man,
that's how I
don't
feel.
Even get me started.
Instead of moving backwards.
Man,
we don't need any more Brett Favre.
That don't even mean nothing, because we can. They of course they want us to play in the leagues, but they don't want to give us the respect that we deserve.
Look, I think this is what did it say? One small step for man, one big step for mankind. I think that at the end of the day, this generation of young black professionals, once we do get into our older ages, in our 40s and 50s, you'll start to see us become the owners of a lot of these teams. It's only inevitable.
Right. Okay, you guys. So the next something you say, Nissan Altima is confirmed to be discontinued after the 2025 model.
Damn.
Yes. So Nissan is discontinuing the Altima car after the 2025 model year, as buyers move away from sedans and they move towards SUVs, hybrids, and electric vehicles. With mid-size sedan sales falling industry-wide, Nissan is shifting its focus to electric and utility vehicles. There is no gas-powered replacement planned. Instead, Nissan is expected to introduce an all-electric sedan around 2026, possibly inspired by its new N-Series EV and hybrid models in China. With both the Altima and the Versa ending, shoppers looking for alternatives can consider their Sentra, Maxima, Rogue, or their electric Aria.
Not the Nissan Altima, though. Come on now.
Why?
That you know what? For the past,
one?
I never had a Nissan Altima, but I do know what that car means to so many people right now. There are so many people listening to us right now, and I know one or two of them are driving a Nissan Altima. The Nissan Altima has been like, it turned into the new neon Plymouth. back in the day, people who used to, drive around in the neon car, it became the Nissan Altima, and that was everybody's go-to car. That was the nice trapper car. It was a nice
They
car.
be
that
saying
looked
that
good.
Nissan Altimas go to the black nurses.
I would give it to the black man.
They say a lot of black women from the hood drive Nissan Altimas. Do you believe that?
I wouldn't just
stereotype.
I wouldn't just believe that stereotype just based off of black women driving those cars, but I have seen a lot of black women who happen to be CNAs and in the
In a
nursing field.
dumper.
Yeah, in
In
a
a
dumper.
Nissan
You know what
Altima
I'm saying?
dumper.
I mean, your favorite rapper, Doechii, she got the Nissan Altima rap. You know what
I
I'm
wonder
saying?
how she feels.
Hey, for real though, not the Nissan
That's
Altima.
my song too. Wake up, don't get me started.
There it is.
No, I'm not even gonna do it.
Go ahead, spit that joint.
Nah, I would. I got to censor myself. But listen, I'm more so concerned about the fact that more car people are making electric vehicles.
I mean,
Like, do you think that electric vehicle is good? Because I've considered my next car being an electric vehicle, but do they have enough, like, pumps to charge it? You know?
I feel it. Honestly, what we are seeing is a transition of this technology that we've grown accustomed to, where everybody's moving. Like, I can't say everybody, but the government basically put out an initiative, an incentive by the year 2026. Most cars, if not all, are supposed to have some kind of electric. When your throat just be whatever. It be having some kind of electric.
Man some tea. He needs some tea.
He needs some tea. No, some kind of electric fuel type is supposed to happen for a majority of vehicles. So this is already planned to happen. I personally believe it's for the New World Order, but hey, I digress.
I guess it's like, if you want more people to buy electric vehicles, I feel like you should think ahead and put more pumps in first. So then people don't have to think like me. I'm like, I don't want to have to go out of my way just to charge my car.
Mm-hmm.
And then how often do you have to charge it if you go on like a long road trip? Because everybody, like, I don't know, these are just things that I'm thinking about. And obviously, as the years go on, we're going to get more of them. I think maybe it's just a Milwaukee thing. Because I think if you go to other places like a LA or New York or Atlanta, like a bigger market city, they have more of those, probably because they have people who have more electric vehicles. Like, even some apartment buildings now, I've heard, have like the
Electric
pump
pump right
somewhere,
outside it.
down in their garages and stuff. But it's just something to think about and something to consider as we start moving, forward past things. I said pumps. What is it called, Kyle? I don't know.
You and your pumps.
He said electric charging stations. But it said I have to travel 25 minutes to get electric. I hate it, but I just think we are ahead of the curve right now where I'm at. And
shout out to Butterfly.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout
like
out to
25
Butterfly.
minutes just to charge your car. Like, you gotta be planned. And sometimes I be taking my car to E. Like, Corey be mad.
You do?
Sometimes.
I couldn't see you
He'd
doing
be like,
that.
bro, you have to get gas. You can't just always have your gas pump going ding, ding, ding. Time to get some gas now. You can't do that with an electric vehicle. You're going to run out if the next electric charging station, Kyle, is freaking 25, 30 minutes away. Absolutely not.
I mean, I do
Absolutely
agree with you, Juice, because like ultimately, I'm the type of person I like to drive. Obviously, I drive from Racine to Milwaukee, from Milwaukee to Racine. I need more. If I was to get an electric car, I would need more readily available electric charging stations for my vehicle. But at the same time, I know it is happening. So right now, what I would actually suggest is start to look into more of those charging stations and figure out who is the owner and
invest in it.
And invest in it, yeah. Figure out who the owner of it is. Figure out who's developing the products for these types of things. Figure out who's even making the plastic for these charging stations, and start to invest in these companies, because we're finna see this boom happen. I mean, if you look all around you, from the electric cars that are being had right now, to the smart vehicles that are being had right now, to the robots that are literally walking around right now, get on top of it or get left behind.
Yeah, Kyle said Tony Evers is building more charging stations in Wisconsin next year, so maybe I'll consider it whenever I'm ready to get a new car. Who knows? But this last something juicy, the last something juicy, you guys, I'm actually really upset about, okay? Because this is exactly why people be moving away from Christianity and religion.
American Christianity is the false Christianity.
So, I saw this story, y'all, and it's about this Dallas church, y'all. That it's a video that is currently going viral right now. of this Dallas church rebuking this little girl after she said that she's thankful for her stepmom because she actually listens to me, unlike my actual mother. And so this video is going crazy right now, and these prayer warriors are seen laying hands on this child who said she was thankful for her stepmom. Like, it was a bunch of kids up there, and they were making the kids say, hey, what are some things that you guys are thankful for? And it seemed like the kids were saying things like, oh, I'm thankful for my teachers, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that. But then the prayer warriors were like, nah, do it right. That's not, no, you need to say exactly who it is that you are thankful for. That's not it. That's not it. I'm like, what did you want them to say? God? Like, is that what you're trying to make them say? Like, you can't ask these kids what it is that they're thankful for, and they're telling you what they're thankful for, and y'all got an attitude about it. So when it was one of the little girls' turns, she said, I'm grateful for my stepmom because because she's a better listener than her actual mom. Her actual mom was there, okay, and her actual mom had an issue with it. But the child was immediately rebuked, and church leaders ordered the demon to flee from the child's body. Now, the video has sparked mixed reviews between social users because some were arguing that the church leaders were wrong for saying that the devil influenced the child's personal feelings, but other people were saying that the kid had an attitude because they were getting on her about saying it correctly, and she just wanted to upset her mom. But either way, whether the girl had an attitude or she didn't, or if she was actually telling the truth and honestly feels like, I'm thankful for my stepmom because she's someone I can confide in, I can talk to instead of my actual mother, that is not a type of situation where you try to rebuke them from and get the devil casted up out of them. You know what I mean? And it's like, when videos like this go viral, people start to look at Christianity different, and that's why they be in the comments like, oh, see, this is why people ain't Christian, this is why people ain't that. And it's like, they're doing it wrong. They're showing you the wrong way of how you really are supposed to be if you are Christian, you know, so to speak. So I just don't want people to take this and use it to say like, man, F that.
How would you have went about that situation?
Whatever, let the little girl say what she want to say. Deal with her at home. Like, why are y'all trying to rebuke her in front of all these people and saying we gonna get this devil up out of you? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And like Trey Tay said, this is a Kojic church. Probably was a Kojic church, because that's how some Kojic churches are. I tell y'all that story all the time about how I was at this Kojic church and I used to play in the orchestra at this Kojic church, and I had on some pants, not even jeans. They were like, I don't know, like work pants, like corporate trouser type of pants, and they didn't let me play in the orchestra that day just because I had on pants behind the pulpit. That don't got nothing to do with God. That don't got nothing to do with Jesus. And you are making people not want to have a relationship and find things out for themselves, y'all. We have to stop this. So whatever church this is in Dallas that's over here rebuking this little girl for her saying whatever she got to say, that just, if she had an attitude, okay, deal with that later on. But don't do that to her. Don't do that to her. Exactly. Making the rules up as they go.
That's real. Shout out to Trey Tay for saying that, and shout out to Josh Jermaine. Okay. Ultimately, you know what they should have done at that very moment, in my honest opinion, if I was one of those prayer warriors, I would have actually called the stepmother to the pulpit. You know, I would have.
What?
Well, because one thing that happens in family households a lot of times is when somebody gets a new stepmom or stepdad, they end up hating the stepmom and stepdad. But if this young girl is like, man, I'm thankful for my stepmom, the stepmom must be doing something right. All right, she's fulfilling a void in this young lady's heart that her mom isn't doing, and maybe her mom may not even be present anymore. So shout out to all the step parents out there, man. They really play a vital role in our communities and making certain that, you know, we raise these kids up right. So she's doing the right thing. So no, the prayer war should not have tried to rebuke the daughter and get this demon up out of her. What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Saying.
Like give praises to the stepmother and then bring that family up there, man, because there are so many people right now who are missing chunks of their lives, are missing vital parts of their lives up out of them, man. And if that stepmom is fulfilling that void inside that young daughter, man, clap her up and give her some blessings, man. Give her some praises.
Now, what if that little girl just had attitude and was trying to make her mom mad, though? What if she didn't really mean it? She just had attitude.
It would have been like, I'm thankful for my stepmom. Like, nah, come on, man. I mean, it could have been, but at the same time, you know, I would like to think it in a more positive way that she's looking at her stepmom as somebody who she wants to be like one day. So
potentially,
and
it's just like you gotta. I remember, man, my auntie tell this story all the time when we talk about when I was younger and what I said I was thankful for when I was younger.
What was you thinking? A young juice, little juice,
Bro,
little juicy juice.
She tell the story all the time how we was at the table because we used to always say every person at the table had to say what they were thankful for. It wasn't just like one long.
Wait, was this
prayer.
Thanksgiving or?
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving.
Okay, bet.
And
I got
so I think I don't
you
know.
probably
how
had your
old
eyes
I
open too
was.
while everybody else.
Who
was praying.
knows? I was a kid, but I think I said something like I'm thankful for cereal or something. I was a kid, bro. I was a child.
I know you got a whooping after that, huh?
No, I didn't get no whooping, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, just let the kids participate, bro.
My name is Carrie
participate.
and I'm thankful for cereal. What's bread? We talk about the Frosted Flakes. Talk about Cheerios.
It don't
Captain
matter.
Crunch,
I was young
Crunch
and I
berries.
said I was thankful for cereal.
Tricks are for
and
kids.
The point is they allowed for me to express myself in that way. It's not about reprimanding me for saying that I'm thankful for cereal. It's about, okay, she understands what it means to be thankful because, you know, she's saying she likes cereal, so she's thankful for cereal. For a kid, come on now, what you gonna hit me for? See, that's what I'm talking about.
You know what?
People and their parents be hitting these kids for no reason. What would I be reprimanded for?
I may be people, but I'm not people with kids, okay? But you know what I would have done to you that day? If you so damn thankful for the cereal that you want to be thankful for, you ain't getting none of this Thanksgiving dinner. Go fix that box of cereal right there.
See,
go
that's
get the
that
kicks.
slave mentality right there.
What slave mentality? You just said you was thankful for a box of cereal. Go get that box of cereal in there. I'd have made some turkey,
like,
some ham, some
you.
candy yam, some dressing, some macaroni and cheese, some greens, maybe even some chitlins, and you up over here talking about how you thankful for cereal.
They thought it was funny.
No, take your ass over there and eat a bowl of cereal there. You ain't getting none of this holiday food. That's what I would have been.
And see,
on.
why would you punish a child for that?
That's not punishment.
Some people don't deserve kids.
I'm giving you what you asked for.
I didn't ask for it. I just said I was thankful for it.
You're thankful. My name is Noni Juice, and I'm thankful for cereal.
All right, we are gonna move right along because you're about
Mama
to
Juice, is
be
that okay?
joking with me. Shout out to my family who didn't get on my
Auntie,
case because I
Auntie,
said
is
that,
that
and they
okay?
thought that was fine.
Is that okay,
You
Auntie?
have to introduce the idea of even just like praying in certain religions and having relationships with God on their own. You know what I'm saying? As long as you drop the little seed in there, they might say something crazy. They're kids. Not like I was, out here being bad.
I'm with Butterfly, man. For real, I really do want to know the brand of cereal you was just so thankful for, to be thankful on Thanksgiving for.
It probably was Cocoa Puffs.
I'm thankful for Cocoa Puffs too. You ain't wrong, bro. Cocoa Puffs turn your milk to chocolate.
I would have different like phases of each cereal that I liked. I would go like maybe 2 months liking Cocoa Puffs, 2 months liking Frosted Flakes, 2 months with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh.
I had a Honey Nut Cheerio phase. Like I had different Fruit Loops was one, Trix was one.
Yeah.
I be dibbling and dabbling.
You wasn't wrong. And you do love
Puffs.
milk too.
I love milk.
But it's funny that you got weak knees. So.
Okay, we're gonna move right along, you guys. So, what we're gonna be talking about today, because that was something you say, y'all. But on this Sip to That Friday, when we come back, I want to talk about the Department of Education proposal that is removing graduate nursing and other health programs from the professional degree list, because this popped up yesterday and it's got a lot of people talking about it. Like, what does that actually mean? That the Department of Education is going to be removing graduate nursing from its list of professional degrees. That makes no sense. And I know we got a lot of nurses who are probably listening and who are concerned. But we're going to get into it, you guys. So maybe what?
Maybe we got too many CNAs. I don't know.
And Nissan Altimas on what?
Yeah.
We got too many CNAs
and Nissan
jumping in their Nissan Altima dumpers. We gonna take a pause for the cause and be right back. Stay locked in. We'll be right back on Jammin' with Juice. But in the meantime, hit us in the chat and join the conversation. We'll take a look on the other side. If you want to stay in the know, you gotta sip on something juicy, where me, your girl Noni Juice, spills the juice on recent headlines you might have missed. From local Milwaukee stories to trending topics and breaking news, you gotta know what's going on. So I'm gonna keep you updated. So don't miss Something Juicy every single weekday in the 7 o'clock hour, exclusively right here on Jammin' with Juice. Keep it juicy, y'all. Hey, Jammin' with Juice is officially back, you guys. And you know what? I am so excited to be back with my co-star. Okay, we got Benjamin in the building. Benjamin, how you feeling?
Amazing. No, seriously, Juicy Jammers, it is so great to be back over this airways, connected with you all over again. Thank you guys again just for holding it down with us, man, for so long. All the DMs, all the messages, all the likes, the comments.
Y'all definitely were doing your big one, reaching out to us and just keeping the show alive. You know what I'm saying? So now that we are officially back, make sure you tell everybody that you know.
Tell your mama.
Okay, that Jammin' with Juice is back to give you that daily
Tell
drop
your
of
daddy.
juice every single morning, okay? If you gotta go to the gas station, if you at the mall, whoever you run into,
Tell
just
your
let them
local
know,
drug dealer.
all right, that they gotta tap into Jammin' with Juice. Man, you are so crazy.
Okay, let's do it again.
Do it again? No,
Yeah.
let's see how it sounded first.
I don't think that sounded good.
I thought it was beautiful.
I thought the direction was there.
Do it.
Let's just do it one more time.
Do what?
Do it again.
Okay, what's
Tell the people. They listening right now. Tell the people. Tell the people what you need to tell them. What we need to tell them. Look, Juicy Jammers, from the bottom of Benjamin heart, I really appreciate you guys. When somebody, gets let go from their job.
We ain't doing that.
No?
No,
No?
we ain't talking about that.
Okay, we ain't doing all that. Just thank you, Juicy Jammers, man. Seriously, I found out throughout this time period. Okay, I don't want to be that deep. I know how to enunciate.
I'm not about to keep
Okay.
playing with you. Cut this up and call it a day.
Whatever, bro. Y'all really want this show?
Bro, this is a 30-second. We back. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your auntie, tell your baby daddy.
We back, but we ain't never left, okay? We ain't never left, all right? We just got a new platform, and it's our own platform.
Facts. But yeah, y'all was holding it down. We appreciate it so much. And we are just glad to be able to be back in community with all of you and to, entertain y'all. Because this about to get even crazier. We on our own, Ben. We independent.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means?
All right, Juicy Jammers, we're back from our juice break. We appreciate y'all for still kicking it with us. Now, let's get right back into the conversation on Jammin' with Juice.
Yeah. Name Jammin. I'ma come through slamming. I'ma come through pimping.
Wash your hands over your face.
I'ma come through blimp.
Welcome back, everybody. You're tapped into Jammin' with Juice. Jammin' with Juice. Definitely do gotta pray for Hazel. Gotta deal with this man all the time.
Oh, yo, why y'all talking about my dog, man?
All right, you guys. So
Pray for my baby Hazel, though. I'm actually currently looking for somebody to watch baby Hazel. Anybody want to watch? You want to watch my dog, bro?
No, you don't got that dog trained.
My dog is very trained.
No, you
okay?
don't.
My baby Hazel is
No,
very
she's
trained.
not.
If anybody out there wants to watch my dog, baby Hazel, she's a very nice Staffordshire pit bull terrier, very loving.
All right, so
potty trained.
You guys, we got to get into this because this broke news yesterday and everybody has been discussing it. But the Department of Education has removed graduate nursing from its list of professional degree programs as it begins rolling out student loan changes included in President Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, according to Newsweek. The rule change affects hundreds of thousands of students. More than 260,000 are currently enrolled in Bachelor of Science in Nursing programs, and around 42,000 are enrolled in associate degree in nursing programs, according to the ANA. Critics are arguing that restricting access to higher loan limits could worsen the national nursing shortage and strain healthcare services across the country. Under the new definition, only certain fields qualify as professional programs eligible eligible for the $200,000 borrowing limit. These include medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, optometry, law, veterinary medicine, podiatry, I think that's how you say that one, chiropractic, theology, and clinical psychology. So those ones are the programs eligible for the professional classification, but it's narrower than ever before, and it's got people 100% concerned. So as a result of this, nursing programs along with physician assistant, nurse practitioner, physical therapy, and audiology programs are excluded. These changes are scheduled to take effect on July 1st, 2026, you guys. And we actually have a video of a woman who kind of was breaking down why this is such a big issue and why all of us should be a little bit more concerned, and how this was actually stated as what they wanted to do in Project 2025. So let's take a listen to this young woman on this video we got from Instagram, from IG.
Don't think that people are understanding just how bad this is, so I'm going to explain it to you. For those of you who don't know, the Department of Education is redefining what they consider to be professional degrees or careers. Professions that were cut from this list that are no longer eligible for federal student loans are advanced nursing degrees, APNs and NPs, PAs, teachers, social workers, counselors, speech pathologists, occupational therapists, physical therapists. Now, these were the degrees that still were left in. Notice that chiropractic care and theology are in this. Now, what do all these degrees that were cut from that list have in common? Well, that's easy. They are female-dominated professions. And this was in Project 2025, just like we told you. They, those at the top, do not want women working. They do not want women in professional fields. So if they make it so that the only people who can get into these graduate programs are people who are rich enough to pay cash for it, or people who are privileged enough to be able to qualify for and pay for private student loans whose interest rates are already high and only going to climb higher, if you can't do either of these, which most people can't, you're shit out of luck. They do not want people of color or women getting these graduate degrees. They're trying to force women to become tradwives, at home taking care of the kids. Project 2025's plan was to ensure that women and people of color could not be financially independent. And when we can't be financially independent, who are we forced to be dependent upon? Privileged white men. One of Project 2025's main goals is to make it impossible for women to be single parents. They have openly said that they are trying to increase the marriage rate. They don't even care if there is DV. And if we don't have professional careers, we are likely to stay in marriages that are toxic and unhealthy. And I'm so mad because everybody downplayed it. Oh, Project 2025 is not going to happen. This is happening now. I haven't even gotten into the fact that we are in a massive doctor and nurse shortage right now. So even if this whole professional careers thing doesn't affect you, you are still fucked. What do you think those wait times are going to be when hospitals are shutting down left and right? Not only because they are not going to have professionals working at the hospital, but because Medicaid funds are being cut from the big, beautiful bill. What do you think is going to happen to you if you or someone you love gets into a horrific car accident and the nearest hospital is over an hour away? What is going to happen if, God forbid, your child, grandchild attempts to take their own life and there are no mental health professionals available to help keep your child safe and help your child to feel happy again? What do you think is going to happen when there are not enough oncologists to treat everybody's cancer, or not enough primary care doctors to give everybody preventative care? What's going to happen when your child with a learning disability is mainstreamed and told to just suck it up in a regular classroom because there are no special education teachers that can teach them the way they need to be taught? This is not fear-mongering. This is what is going to happen.
All right, you guys, I thought she said a mouthful, but we're going to have to unpack that when we come back. But really, the question is, what is this all about? Like, what is this all about? What is this all for? And why does it feel like, to me, it seems like it is about stripping women from more of their independence. And I just don't understand the obsession around it. But the number is 414-360-8999. What is this all truly about? Why is this happening? What would the world even look like without women working? What does that look like in 2025, 2026, and beyond? Lots to discuss here, but we are going to do so when we come back. Is there anything you want to say real quick, Ben?
Let's rock.
All right, let's rock. Keep it locked, y'all. We got hour 2 coming up. We're gonna take a quick juice break, Juicy Jammers. So now is your time to get your cups, get your refills, stand up and stretch your legs out. Use the bathroom. I don't know, do something. Just don't go too far, because we'll be right back with more Jammin' with Juice.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee, wee, wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cindy Johnson today at 414-445-2558.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What up? It's me, Ben Jammin. When I wrote my new song Killer, honestly, I wasn't sure what direction it was going to take. But by the time I finished the chorus, tears started rolling down my face. And I knew this wasn't just a song, it was a story that needed to be told. Growing up, so many of us hear and see messages about who we're supposed to be. Too often, those messages are built on negative stereotypes. We're told we're destined to be gangsters, drug dealers, or killers. And when you hear that long enough, some people start to believe it. They take that path and end up in a place they can't escape, dead or behind bars. Killer tells that story, but it also delivers the lesson that you don't have to be what the world tells you to be. You can be a doctor or a lawyer, a radio host, a game designer, a farmer, whoever you choose to be. It's your life. If this story resonates with you, go listen to my new record, Killer, now streaming on Spotify and Apple Music. It's amazing. Yes, me. Make Jammin' with juice with no need. On our way to the T.O.P. with our cities on our back like we gon' see.
Who is Carrie Noni, aka your girl Noni Juice? Well, if you're new here, I'm a Midwest girlie born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and have always had big media dreams. I have my bachelor's in broadcast journalism and a minor in communication. Your girl is certified, okay? And when I'm not on these Jammin' with Juice airwaves, you'll catch me rocking the mic as the in-game host at Brewers or Marquette basketball games, while also building my media empire on my Noni Juice YouTube page and social media. So I invite you to follow the journey and get this daily drop of juice. Got a business, event, or brand you want the city to know about? You gotta let them know about it here. Jammin' with Juice is where the people are listening, laughing, and showing love every single morning. Let's put your brand right in the mix. Whether it's an on-air mention, interview, or social media promo, we've got options that make sense for you. So if you're ready to get your message in front of our Juicy Jammers, hit us up at jamminwithjuice@gmail.com and let's work.
All right, Juicy Jammers, we're here, and we ain't going nowhere. So hit the chat and tell us how you really feel. We know you ain't got no filter.
These sad old songs. Man, I'm just so sad today. Yeah, it's Friday, but I'm sad cause this music makes me sad. Oh, so sad, yeah, today. And I want to go and play, but I can't cause I'm here and I don't have no cheer. That's how this song makes me feel. But
This makes you feel African. Pond the river, pond the river, pond the river, pond the river, pray for Jamaica. Pond the river, pray for Jamaica. Dance hall, dance hall,
I
dance
feel like
hall.
it would have to be more.
Dance hall.
I get the African vibe, the Afrobeat vibe, but for that energy, I feel like it would have to be like a higher energy song. This is like a low vibration.
Sometimes you
low
are
energy
the energy.
song.
Sometimes
Like,
you
it's
are
more
the
chill.
energy. You become the energy, and then you draw the energy in.
All right, it's hour 2 of Jammin' with Juice, baby, on this Sip to That Friday. And we're gonna get to our Sip to That Fridays in a little bit, but first
Shout
we
out to
wanna talk about shout out to Kayla, Miss Nicole, everybody up in the chat. Okay,
Yeah.
we want to talk about this whole idea of women being forced to become traditional wives in a sense, because that's really what it sounds like is happening here by not making the loans available that need to be available for certain degrees, which I feel like it is still a great profession, a great degree, it's like a ripple effect in my opinion, because it's like if we already are having a shortage, like that woman said, I feel like she really broke it down really well for people. But if we're already having a shortage and you aren't allowing for women to be able to afford to be inside of these professions, it just is so contradicting to me. Because if you want people to have more children, but you take away a lot of resources for their children and for them essentially to be able to be independent and work on their own, like, what do you think you honestly get? You know, like, what do you truly get with that? You don't get more babies. I know that. You get a crippling healthcare system. Like, you get, like she said, longer wait times in the hospitals. And what does that really equate to?
Death.
I mean, yeah, I guess death we've been seeing already so far, about how these women are going into the hospitals and they're being sent home mid labor. There was another woman where this happened to, where they were in Chicago, and she was forced to have her baby in the car because we already have nurses out here that's not caring about what's going on. So now you want to overwork the ones that we currently do have and discourage future ones from coming in. Why are you laughing?
Well, because sometimes
this is a serious thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Sometimes in my mind, I'm picking the position that I want to play. And I'm wondering right now, should I actually go along with the get along and be like, you know what?
Why don't you just be real with how you truly feel?
Because
instead of trying to pick a side, what do you really think?
I see from both sides. On one end, I mean, for the rebellious person that I am, I told you guys all this was already happening anyway. This is out of Project 2025, which is about 48% complete currently right now at this date. Okay. But secondly, I do think it does bring us back. It does take us back right before the Civil Rights Bill was enacted, right before women's rights actually came along. Everything that people were protesting against in the 60s and 70s and we fought for women's rights, civil rights, all these types of things has been rolled back underneath this current administration. That's what we are currently seeing. And the fact that most women do take up a lot of these different professions, what did it say? It says 90% of nursing is taken up by females. Nurse practitioners is 85% female. Social work, 83% female. Mental health counseling, 75% female. Education degrees, 76% female. And I want to say this too. The most educated women right now in America are currently Black women. And what professions do you think they're taking up? You know what I'm saying? So it's one of these things that I believe that we are being attacked at all forefronts, and then one of the biggest ones they knew they had to take away was education. You just had just yesterday the what's the lady's name? Levitt, the lady who speaks for Donald Trump, Levitt. That lady, she's about 27 years old. She went on to go say that we don't even need the Department of Education anymore, and the government shutdown just proved that. The government shutdown just proved that we don't need the Department of Education. This is a belief that she is living by, but also her being a woman herself, I don't see how she doesn't see how this could hurt her, if not her future children in the future.
Well, because she's being selfish, and a lot of people are only thinking about themselves. And right now she probably feels like, well, I'm getting paid, so I don't really care what goes on with anybody else. And that's what a lot of the higher earning people, sometimes they think like that.
I think it's that, but also it's the idea that this current administration is backed by a bunch of people who believe in Christian nationalism, right? They believe in the whole Christian traditionalist idea. All the progressive ideas that we fought for the past 50 years are underneath this administration is trying to be rolled back. The idea that in their mindset, the traditional household, the traditional home should go back in order. It should go where it's a man going out working for his family each and every day, and the woman going back home being a traditional housewife. Now, for me, I don't think it's that bad for a woman to be a traditional housewife. Where I do find it very appalling at is all of these women out here who do have degrees, and now I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, where I do find it problematic is the fact that, you are stripping women of their own independence, of their own rights to go out and just be themselves. If anything, I want any and everybody on this planet Earth to be able to go out and give their gifts out to the world. And whatever it may be, you may be very gifted at being a doctor. You should be able to go out and get that, especially if this is supposed to be the great America that you're supposed to be living in, the land of the free. However, underneath what we got going on right now, they are stripping those types of ideas. Just like a Carrie Noniju, she has a degree in journalism. Are you telling me one day that degree may not be sitting there because of what this current administration deems to be appropriate and acceptable and whatnot? That will strip her of her freedom.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did something to get rid of communications just because he always saying fake news.
And I guarantee you, because of what President Xi Jinping just did for media professionals or social media, whatever you want to call it or whatever, I'm certain that Donald Trump will take a page out of his blueprint book and then impact all of journalism and media professionals up over here with the same thing. Well, with that same concept. But as far as what I'm speaking towards right now, I do think it's appalling and it's alarming that, these, and I'll just put it like this, that people who have this white patriarchal idealisms, they are willing to go to the furthest of the furthest extremes to make certain that nobody else, and I'm talking about nobody else, has more rights to this here America than them. Whether it's white women, black men, black women, they don't want nobody else to have any freedoms here in America besides them, because as they see it, the George Washingtons of the day is who this country is supposed to be for. And if you still have that kind of ideology here in this here America, I believe one day you will go extinct. So
I'm not understanding. My whole thing, y'all, is I don't understand this whole like make America great again thing, right? Like, I don't know why they want to go back so bad, because us being in 2025, things are just not how they used to be. Like, we have progressed and advanced in so many other ways and so many other areas. It's like, to want women to be back in the homes and be more traditional and to only have like one income, being like, the men being the working ones out here. It's like, why would you want that? Like, our education system crumbles, our healthcare system crumbles. But I don't even look at it as power, because it's like, a lot of the industries where it comes to jobs, people are losing their jobs because AI is taking over them. So where are these white people even going to get the money, like, to have one income? Where are they going to work? What are they going to do if so many industries will end up taken over by either robots or AI? Like, where are people going to get their money from where they can survive if they're not, becoming an entrepreneur or something like that? Like, that's where I'm just so confused. Like, where is this money to keep these families afloat with one income just from a man working? Mm-hmm. That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. And for them to not want to like fund things anymore, and they want to have less stress on the government and less things that they control and put it all on the states. Like, I just feel like they contradict themselves so much. And so it just doesn't make any sense. And it's not like computing for me, but I do like what Anita Nicole said. She said, we're just going to dominate another industry, because we know how to shift and reset. And women, of course, we always do. But I think that's why we will eventually maybe start going to just smaller practices on our own and become like community nurses or something like that. Or I do think that something good could come out of this is we do find the framework and the foundation and the structure for us to all come together and things become more communal, because at the end of the day, we're going to have to start relying on each other to keep things afloat. Yeah. I mean, not right away, I don't think, but eventually so. But it just all doesn't make sense why they want to do it in the first place.
Juice, I will say this. So I agree with everything you just said right there. I personally believe that, sure, they'll try to strip us of all these opportunities to become nurses and doctors and all the job opportunities. They're going to try to strip us from. However, so many people will still be skilled in those professions that they will find smaller ways to go out and still help and serve their communities. Especially when it comes down to the labor force that is going to be out there. And I'm saying all this because I remember there was some research that had got put out there saying that a lot of black men and black women had lost their jobs this year. And I remember the time that me and Juice had lost our job, right? And I was like, you know what? I think what's going to happen from all of this, everybody losing their job, is people are going to become more reliant on themselves and going to become a little bit more conservative and we're going to end up building our own communities all over again. And I say that to say, Juice, like, look at what we're doing currently right now. You know, we just said, you know what? If an employer isn't going to employ us, we're going to employ ourselves. So,
Right.
with that being said,
Don't get me started.
but with
I could say so much right now about what it is we're doing.
yeah, but with that said, it's like we're doing this, and at the same time, so many more people, just because of what's happening, are going to do the exact same thing, and then they're going to build up certain industries. Because I mean, at this point, you know, there's going to be other media professionals out there who's wanting to be looking for a job, and they're going to have to be hired by Jammin with Juice.
But see, that's why I think, like, with everybody going into their own industries and maybe becoming entrepreneurs, kind of like how we did, it makes me question, like, is that going to be sustainable for a lifetime? You know,
It could
like.
be.
Yeah, it could be, but I'm saying if everybody is out here, because think about it, a show like ours, or even just podcasting, live casting, shows, media, whatever, it relies heavily on what? Businesses and advertisements, right? If a lot of those businesses go under, or if a lot of these businesses don't have no money, and you got way more people who are making their own shows and things like that, things become scarce. Like, they definitely do. And I'm saying in 20, 30 years, what is that really going to look like? You know, like, what is media going to look like in 20 to 30 years? And that's just our industry. But I'm thinking of all of the industries, everybody who has a business, like, will we be able to sustain ourselves for the long term?
I mean, maybe money will go null and void in the next 10 years, and we go back to like a barter system, you know, where you give me something for something and I give you something for something. Who knows? But eventually, you know, we will figure a new way of commerce, because obviously after the pennies got thrown away or whatever, it's telling you eventually we're moving to a cashless society. And I don't know if everybody is going to go ahead and move into cryptocurrency or not. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have someone on the line?
We do.
All right. 414-360-8999. You guys, that is the phone number that you guys can call so you can keep on talking to us about this conversation. But what happens to the world, to society, if women stop working? Do you feel like, you know, the degrees being taken away from our nurses and other fields?
Domestic violence is finna go up, man. You gonna
Don't say that.
That's what's gonna happen.
But what do you think all of that means? Why is this even being done, and what do you think about it?
You're going to have Paul beating up Kelly. That's
okay, let's keep going.
All right, let's talk to who we about to talk to. I think I know who this is, though.
Oh, who do you think it is?
Anita Nicole.
Is it Miss Anita Nicole?
Is it Anita Nicole? What's up? What's happening?
Good morning.
Top of the morning.
Good morning, Juicy Jammer.
Yes, how are you two doing today?
Amazing.
We just
All right. So regarding this morning's topic, I do find this topic interesting. I think what we have to realize is that the workforce is a competitive industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than a basketball game, a football game. It's competition, and it starts at, you know, to people being in school, etc. Who's learning? What are they learning? And then that just translates, you know, through what's happening in society. Yeah. What I will say as it relates to women specifically, women were never designed in man's eyes to work outside of the home. Women had to work outside of the home because of what was happening with the economy way back in the day when we was at war and all of that, right? Mm-hmm. So what it did was it forced women to come outside of the homes during war and to work, to help sustain income for the households. What they didn't realize was how smart and adaptable women are. Mm-hmm. And so we took that little slither and we ran with it. And we started dominating, and we started getting confidence, and it just built and built and built to where we are today. Now, the issue I think that they're having, not only did they not understand that we as women can do these things, you throw then job loss on top of that. You then throw Black people who wasn't offered opportunities. Now there's a big pool of work that's happening, a big pool of employees. So then you throw AI on top of that. Then you throw the shutdown on top of that. And you throw all these things on top of it. And then somebody's light bulb clicks and they say, well, wait a minute. We have to decrease the number of people that are applying for jobs, that are being able to have these jobs. And the only way we can do that is by doing what they're doing now. So try to eliminate women out of the industry, try to eliminate Black people out of the industry and minorities. So it's almost like it's a way to stop the competition. So it's bigger than what we think it is. It's really, we never intended for women to do what they're doing, and we definitely didn't intend for the Black and brown communities to do what they're doing. So now we're trying to control the workforce population. So that's how I see it. That's just my perspective.
No, Miss Anita, I think you're spot on with that. Like I said, I think they saw exactly what had been going on for the past 50 years, and now they're trying to roll everything back. And again,
and it's too late.
It really is too late. It's far too gone. The Pandora's box is opened. And it's unfortunate that they still think this way, but as I said before, I feel like this type of ideology or whatever, this pathology will one day become extinct because, Donald Trump may be the face of what they got going on right now, of their idealisms, but one day, man, the people like us will rise up and get into those seats of power, and we can continue to push this nation forward, instead of pushing it backward.
Right, and I will say this, and I'm going to let you all go, of course, but, we just have to stay encouraged and do what we're doing, because one thing that we do as a people, we know how to adapt, we know how to shift, we know how to learn fast, we know how to pivot. So, we good at some curveballs, and that's to our advantage. We used to, okay, we got a little obstacle, how we get around it, what we got to do. We good at that. We were raised to adapt and to change and to move around and to keep our eyes open and be observant. We was never just, designed to just sit on a bench and say, woe is me now, what do I do? No, it's like, okay, let's get back in the game, what we got to do. So I just encourage people, it's just keep going. If you want to get the degree, if you want to go to school for nursing, keep doing that, because it's not really always about the degree. It's about the person. So if you bring what you bring to the table, it don't matter what they call it. They can call it a certificate. They can call it a degree. They can call it a piece of paper. Right. But once you in that job and you do what you got to do, you could be the director of nursing within a particular facility. So just keep doing you and being you and just keep going. That's my advice for people.
That's your drop of
like
juice. That's your drop of juice.
Because we're going to be straight regardless. We're going to figure it out regardless.
Thanks, Mr.
You
can't
hold us down. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You're welcome. Love y'all. Take care.
Love you too. God bless you. Be safe.
Yep,
I like it. No, but she made some points though. We will figure it out eventually, because that's just what we always have done.
Yeah, no, and I agree with what she said. I think that at the end of the day, whatever degree if they want to drop it from a degree to a certificate, as long as you got that life experience, you can apply it to some. In some shape or form, you can apply it. And again, as we were saying before, some people may go into their own private practice after this, right? And personally, I said this last week. It sounds like to me, if the workforce is lessening up or whatever, but people out here have the experience to be a doctor, be a dentist, be a therapist, sounds like to me that, I might have my own private doctor. I may end up having my own family doctor. That's how it was back in the day. Have your own family doctor that you could rely on. They knew everything about your medical history, knew everything about your family's medical history, knew everything that your wife needed to know, your kids. So
I just wonder how much that they would charge you.
That's a good question,
because what's the pricing going to be? Because what's the point? I don't want to say what's the point of having like your own doctor, your own dentist, and you can't afford them because they got to look out, because what they do is expensive. Like that's why it costs so much, and that's why you need insurance for it and things like that, because it's astronomical pricing.
That's true.
So for someone to be doing it on their own, I just wonder how accessible financially it might be for everyone to be able to do that.
I just don't need somebody who like a botched doctor. You know what I'm saying? As long as I also
that's
know
what you're
botches,
gonna get if they only charging you $30.
It depends though. It depends on where we're at.
That's what you gonna get.
Because right
teeth
now
messed up, everything. Just well.
No, you funny, bro. But no, bro. Like, because when I even think about it, there's doctors right now who literally get paid about like $500 per appointment that they actually have per day. So, and some doctors only see you for 15 or 20 minutes, maybe 30, and maybe 40 if they actually feeling really good about what they got going on with you or whatever. But they get paid a significant amount of money, but a lot of that money still goes back to the hospital that they're working out of. So what happens when, that hospital goes under? Freighter goes under, Ascension goes under. We were just talking about
it's the crumbling of everything. And honestly, it raises a good question for another day of, do you want to even still stay in America? I know people talk about it all the time, but it's like, man,
go to Thailand.
Somewhere, go over there overseas. I don't know, but I don't know. It's a lot going on in the world, and I just try to stay encouraged and stay positive and stay motivating everybody else to keep going as well.
Josh Jammin says, look, I work at the hospital and these nurses are already burned out. Shaking my head, this move will increase the stress. They want these nurses to stay at bedside. Shaking my head, it's nasty work. So, I mean, if you already got a stressed out labor force, sounds like they're going to put more stress on that particular labor force. And, like we said before, what happens when you showed up at the freighter and you got 100 people in front of you? I mean, it sounds like to me more people going to be dying. So
it's messed up, but that is why we have Sip to That Friday. Let us know what you are sipping on, sipping for, sipping to this weekend, you guys. You can either call us, let us know at 414-360-8999, or you could put in the chat, okay? What are you guys sipping for, sipping to, or sipping on this weekend? It could be something good that you're happy about that happened to you this weekend, something positive that you want to tell the people, or even just, something that made you mad where you like, man, I can't wait for the weekend because this person had me messed up. Let us know about it. All right. Put it in the chat. We're going to get to it when we come back, and we're going to give you guys our Sip to That Friday. Keep it locked. We got more on Jammin with Juice.
We'll be back, Juicy Jammers. But while you wait, make sure to go to our Instagram and follow and like our page, Jammin with Juice. When we return, I will make sure to get on Carrie's nerves. See you soon, Juicy Jammers. Yo, what's up? It's me, your boy, Ben Jammin. And when I need that fresh fade, that clean lineup, I only hit one spot ever, okay? And it's just called New Image Barbershop in Racine, Wisconsin. They don't just cut hair, they create confidence, all right? From fades to tapers, from beards to dreads. They'll have you looking brand new each and every time you walk out that chair. Walk-ins always welcome, appointments easy peasy, and the vibe is immaculate. So if you're in Racine and you want to step out looking like a new image, pull up to the shop that keeps the city fresh. That's New Image, where every cut's a masterpiece.
If you want to stay in the know, you gotta sip on something juicy, where me, your girl Noni Juice, spills the juice on recent headlines you might have missed. From local Milwaukee stories to trending topics and breaking news, you gotta know what's going on. So I'm gonna keep you updated. So don't miss Something Juicy every single weekday in the 7 o'clock hour, exclusively right here on Jammin' with Juice. Keep it juicy, y'all.
What's up, Juicy Jammers? It's me, your boy, Ben Jammin. And when I'm not on this mic entertaining you all with my rabbit holes and laughs on Jammin' with Juice, I'm writing songs that express the other side of my Gemini. See, the heavens and the earth, they're both dual in nature, finding that balance between your heart's desires and reality, and that's what I see as one of my greatest gifts. So tap into Jammin' with Juice each and every day, because even if your cup feels half empty, you'll always leave with your cup filled. It's amazing.
Got a business, event, or brand you want the city to know about? You gotta let them know about it here. Jammin' with Juice is where the people are listening, laughing, and showing love every single morning. Let's put your brand right in the mix. Whether it's an on-air mention, interview, or social media promo, we've got options that make sense for you. So if you're ready to get your message in front of our Juicy Jammers, hit us up at jamminwithjuice@gmail.com and let's work.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee, wee, wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
That's right, y'all. You gotta get Allstate. So contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cynthia Johnson today.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
And we're back. The juice break is over. So it's time to pour up more of the juiciest conversations to get your day going. Let's get it. Welcome back, everybody. You are tapped into Jammin' with Juice. What's up, Juicy Jammers? Okay, and good morning, Milwaukee. Listen up, though, you guys. It is time for our Sip to That
Friday!
Woo! I suck today because I forgot my cup. I feel like Ben Jammin, who's always forgetting his cup.
Look, you have a bottle of water, okay? And that's
Yeah.
what you're sipping on. I think that's one of the best things you could sip on.
Some water.
Yeah. I think
Well,
some water is really good for you.
let us know, you guys, what you guys are sipping on, sipping for, or sipping to this weekend at 414-360-8999, or you can put it in a chat, you know, something that was going down. What do you guys feel? What's going on? Let us know. Are you happy about something? Are you upset about something? We want to know about it so we can talk about it. But Ben, would you like to go first?
No, ladies first.
I don't want to go first. You go.
Why, bro? I feel like I'll always go first.
I know. I like it when you go first.
All right. Well, I'll set the tone then. Okay, so there's a few things I'm actually excited for. All right. Woo! If anybody knows anything about your boy Ben Jammin, all right, there was a place that I love getting chicken tenders from. All right, I stood 10 toes down on this place, saying they had the best chicken tenders I've ever tasted, and this place is coming back. If you know what I'm talking about,
I know what
Juice,
you're talking about.
Dairyland, Dairyland, let's take a trip to Dairyland. Chicken tenders, eat all you can. Welcome home to Dairyland. Dairyland is coming back. It was once known to be in the 3rd Street Market Hall of things, but now it will be in like South Francis, a little bit of south of Oak Creek, Cudahy area, but that's where they'll be opening up at.
So was the 3rd Street Market Hall their only location?
At the time.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, at the time they was only located in 3rd Street Market Hall. They had another place they were at prior to 3rd Street, but I met them at 3rd Street Market Hall. Owner's really great. Shout out to Kurt. Shout out to his wife. Yeah, really great food, man, and I'm just excited to have them back. I literally hit Kurt Falco up. I was like, bro, can I just pick up some ranch from you? I just wanted some of the ranch, and he told me he did. He never gave it to me, but it is what it is. I don't care. I'm excited that Dairyland is coming back. I love their chicken sandwich. Their fries were immaculate. Best onion rings I ever freaking had. Okay, so the fact that Dairyland is coming back, yeah, they're a little bit closer to my home.
I was about to say that's near your area.
A little bit, not too much, but it's still like
in the South area.
It's like still a 20-minute drive for me, but
that ain't nothing.
Guarantee you, I will make that drive to get some Dairyland. So, Kurt, just know your boy Ben Jammin will be there, let you know how amazing your chicken tenders are, getting my honey mustard, all of that good stuff, man. I'm glad that you guys didn't stop. I'm so excited. I was supporting you guys even when you guys left. I still even been to 3rd Street Market Hall to go to the new place because I'm like, y'all not Dairyland. I'm not pulling up. That's how loyal I have been, loyal of a customer that I am. Okay, so Kurt, I can't wait. Shout out to you, your wife, and everybody else, man. Hopefully, I can even see my guy Ken come back, you know, because Ken was a good dude, man. But
I don't know. I think Chick-fil-A got Ken, bro. I think Chick-fil-A done got Ken, and Ken is going to stay where he at.
Nah, bro. When I saw that man over at Chick-fil-A.
Him nice.
Nah, I saw that man at Chick-fil-A. He wasn't too happy, bro. He wasn't too happy.
He was extremely happy.
He was happy to see us, all right? But he wasn't happy
Everybody
to be there.
Everybody loved Ken over there, but that's nice. Shout out to Dairyland. They definitely do got some really great chicken tenders. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bro, do you remember all the little runs we used to be on, bro? Like right in between the shows. We're like, oh, okay, let's go get some ice cream. Man, that was good. Secondly, I'm pretty excited. Half and half. I'm excited on one end, but at the other token, I'm kind of worried. Okay, so one, if anybody knows anything about me,
You know, I love superheroes, and I'm a big fan of the DC universe. All right, and James Gunn is the new lead director of the DC universe, and the universe consists of people like Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, all of these superheroes and the mythos of them, right? So he actually announced that the next Superman movie will be coming out in 2027, and it will be called Man of Tomorrow. Him and Lex Luthor will be taking on a greater threat, and most people who know anything about Superman are led to believe that the next greater threat could only be Darkseid and or Brainiac. So I'm excited to see what that's actually going to be. The Supergirl movie comes out next year in 2026, somewhere May or June-ish. So I'm excited for this DC universe and how he's building it up. Even got your boy Aaron Pierre.
Nice,
yeah, he's playing Green Lantern. Green Lantern is the coveted role. Definitely my favorite superhero of all time, John Stewart. I wanted to play him. Apparently, I will never play this gentleman now because Aaron Pierre has took my role. So, Aaron Pierre, you better do a great job at playing John Stewart because he is my favorite superhero. All right, and don't disappoint your boy Ben Jammin is all I am saying. All right, and thirdly, for my last tip to that, man, to be honest with you guys, I'm just happy to be alive, man. I am happy to be alive. It's 2025. This year is almost over. This year has taught me so many different things about myself and other people around me. I am just happy to be here, man, and on this side of the earth, okay? As I grow older and grasp a more founder appreciation of life, I'm just happy to be on this side, man, alive and blessed to be here. I heard some things earlier this week, actually from Tracy Morgan. And Tracy Morgan, which I actually don't really like as a comedian. However, I do like him when he's just talking and then spewing his thoughts. One thing he went on to go say is there's only really one gift that life that God gives you, and that is the gift of life. What you choose to do with it is all up to you. So if you mismanage your life, that is on you. But you know, if you manage it properly, that's on you as well. So that's really the only one gift that that God gives you, and it's up to you to manifest everything that you want in this life. It's on you. So I'm just happy to be here, man. But that is my Sip to That Friday. Woo!
I don't even have it open to drink it. Yummy in my tummy.
And honorary Sip to That Friday. I'm almost over my sickness. I'm almost over my cold. So hey, there we go.
That is beautiful. I got a yawn. Hold on.
Yawn then, man. Yawn.
I hate yawning as a morning show host.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm not supposed to do that.
But the first lyrics go, early in the morning, I know somebody yawning.
Yeah, but that was like, you know.
If you the person yawning.
I guess so. Great point. All right, you guys. So I'm going to give you guys my sip to that. I only have like one for today. And it's more so a conversation. Yeah, I ain't really, Actually,
okay.
I got two that I want to bring up. The first one, I want to go back to the whole Wale conversation because I have been listening to Wale's album again. I've been giving it some more listens, and I really do appreciate the body of work that he put together. What I don't appreciate is the fact that people are blaming Kai Cenat for the reason why Wale has such a great album right now. And the reason why they're blaming Kai is because they're saying like, Kai made him get in, not put him on, but they're saying like Kai made him get in that bag and he, came out and made a really great album. As if Wale ain't been like giving us hits, giving us classics and putting his all into his music from day one. Like, that don't got nothing to do with Kai, bro.
Man.
He didn't. That situation that happened with Wale and Kai when Kai saw Wale and didn't know who he was as an artist and didn't know the work that he put out there. And, it got some backlash. That ain't had nothing to do with the foot that Wale put in this album. Okay? Because I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't, because that just had happened, and I feel like Wale been about to drop a album.
Wale is a very sensitive artist. Who knows? He might have felt some type of way about Kai Cenat, because he obviously did. He went to go talk about how some dude who's 15 years younger than him didn't know him. All right, and he could have put that inside of his album. Like I said just the other day, when you go through real life experiences, you end up making your best work. And if he felt embarrassed by Kai Cenat, Maybe that's what ended up happening.
Bro, no, don't discredit that man.
I think Wale's a brilliant artist.
But that's what I'm saying. He been putting his foot in the album.
Kasha not gave him direction.
No, he did not. No, he did not. And I'm not about to let people say that is a reason why people are heavily enjoying this Wale album. I'm not about to do that because when he was on, I keep wanting to call it Nothing Was the Same. That's Drake's album.
Damn.
When he More About Nothing was such a great mixtape, fam. That's not even an album. It was a mixtape, and the way he put his spin on like the whole Seinfeld show, it was a masterpiece that our generation, still listen to and still appreciates today. And that didn't take Kai back then. It didn't take Kai now. Like, Wale is a grown man who has always been talented. It's just I think he's been overlooked when it comes to his skills and his abilities. I'm not going to say why I think that,
Rick Ross, Meek Mill.
He was always overlooked, but I'm not giving Kai that credit. I'm giving Wale all that credit for why he did what he had to do and why he always does what he has to do. Sure. And I'm honestly glad that so many people are giving him his flowers now. I understand he should have had them, but the fact that people are appreciating his work and even going back to some of his old stuff, I like that for him. And I hope that he is feeling all of the love from everybody really vibing with what he put down into his artwork.
Should Wale go on Casanat's stream and get interviewed by him?
Sure, why not?
Okay. All right.
I don't think that's a problem. Would he? I don't know.
Who
knows? I don't know.
Well, he's an artist. He's sensitive about his stuff, man. And he's Nigerian, too. So you got to look at him differently.
Yeah, he got some drops of juice on there for sure, Josh. Now, my second thing, I almost wanted to make this a whole topic one day.
Okay.
But we could probably get the conversation going right now. But I was having a conversation this week in one of my meetings, and I was talking to a lovely person this week. And I love asking people about Target. And I love asking them about the Target boycotts and all the things that's going on in our community right now when it comes to where we are and are not supposed to be spending our money, right? And so she had brought up Target because she said she had got something from Target or whatever it was. And so I like to just ask people when they bring it up, like, oh, what's your thoughts on what's going on at Target? Clearly, you don't care. And you're still going to Target and all of these things, right? And she was like, I really don't care. Like, I don't at all. And so we had this really great discussion about why it is that she does not care. And it kind of made me think about these boycotts that we've been doing a little differently. Not to say that I'm not about to start shopping at Target, but it did open my eyes to a different conversation when it comes to, we're over here telling people to boycott certain or one specific place, honestly, just Target for right now, but we're not telling them to boycott like the Walmarts, the Amazons, all of these other places. And there were reasons for that, because as a group, people were saying like, okay, well, we can't just stop shop. One, we want one business to feel it so they can be like the example, right? We want to prove to people that we are a powerful group. You need to respect us. You need to like us. Well, not like us, but you need to respect us for sure and give us the rights.
You will respect me.
Yes, give us the rights and stuff that we are owed, right? Don't treat us like crap. And so we were using Target to kind of be the example to show other companies, hey, don't be messing with us or else this could happen to you, right? Also, if we were as a community to boycott all of those places at once, from Amazon to Walmart to Target to all the other businesses that are low-key supporters of things that we do not want to support, it would be very difficult for Black people specifically to move forward with the things that they need to do in their everyday life, the things that they need to purchase in their everyday life. And so what this person had told me was they feel like it's very I'm gonna just say hypocritical for right now, but it's very hypocritical to say we need to boycott one place and not boycott the others, and also not give people the tools and the resources to truly become self-sufficient on their own. It's like, it's fake activism is what she called it, because yeah, you're telling them not to spend their money, but you're not telling them how to do what they need to do on their own without spending it at these places. Obviously, they're going to fall. Obviously, they're going to continue to go back to these places because they don't know what else to do with their money. And so she is a person who knows how to make her own bread, and she has her own vegetables that she makes in her backyard, and she knows how to be at least self-sufficient and survive with the skills and knowledge that she has to make her own food in her backyard on her own, but we aren't teaching that. We aren't showing people how to do that. So how can you say they shouldn't spend their money here when you're not telling them on the other end how they actually can truly survive on their own and not go back to it after the boycott is over with? Because if you don't teach them the skills in order to survive, once it's all said and done, we're really still going backwards. You're not moving forward with, telling the people the information that they need to know. So that was just a snippet of our conversation that we had that I wanted to bring up here. But that was my sip to that, because it truly just made me think differently about how we choose to boycott and how we choose to actually create real change because it doesn't seem like we do. It seems like it's all very temporary, and then we go back to the norm without actually having real change and knowing how to do stuff for ourselves and not have to depend on these businesses and need them to, respect us how we want them to. So that was my tip to that.
No, I think that's hard.
What do you think about it?
No, I think that's hard, Juice.
You just said I think that's hard.
No, because okay, on one end, I think it does, because it does do something, right? When we do decide to protest these big businesses, whether it's a Target, a Walmart, whomever it may be, I just think, as I said it before over these, not these specific airwaves, but we need to start somewhere, right? So I think this past year, it has been working very effectively to go against what Target has been putting down, because they're still losing a lot of money. Like they have not been coming back as an entire corporation, on top of the fact of how the economy is imploding currently right now. So I think if we're going to kick a protest off for anything, we got to pick and aim at someplace first, but then we can move on afterwards. But at the same time, how old girl's talking about, you need to figure out how to be more self-reliant. Then, if that is the case, if we're going to protest against a Walmart, protest against a Target, well, you need to be self-sufficient and maybe growing and farming your own foods just in case Walmart does shut down. I think that's a viable idea. You need to actually figure out how to roll out, and how to go about those types of things. But in the current state that we are in, with people not really knowing how to protest, you got to get some practice. And why not practice at a Target?
Well, I say all that to say there is a new boycott that's supposed to be happening that I have brought up before, and it's supposed to take place.
Who we at now?
Well, it's just it's a mass blackout. Remember the one I had mentioned? I think I mentioned to you last week. It's supposed to be from November 25th to December 2nd. This was on the Black Information Network. I be hearing them on the radio sometimes.
BIN.
Yeah, for sure. But the organizers are urging Americans to shut down the economy by avoiding work and spending. Obviously, people cannot be avoiding work right now, and that's crazy to assume that they are going to not go to work just to protest in the economy that we are currently in right now. But with the no spending thing, I could see that. No spending on gifts, no spending on, maybe canceling Thanksgiving or not going to restaurants, not traveling, and just staying home and doing what you can with what you already got. I mean, it's okay, but again, I'm not gonna lie. When she mentioned that to me, I'm like, it really don't feel like change, long-lasting change happens from some of these boycotts that we're doing, even though I still feel like they're temporarily effective. But it's like, what's the bigger picture of it all, like 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, just for them to bring back DI and we start shopping there again and still become dependent? Like, I don't know. She just got my gears going on how we can, better come together and figure out how to sustain ourselves.
I mean, as I said before, you need to really analyze who's starting these protests and why they're doing it. A lot of times it's somebody at the top who may have been a friend of a Target once before, a Target CEO. It was like, you know what, F you. I'm going to go ahead and start a protest, which you can do a lot more easily now because you got social media. And once you put something out there on social media, you got a bunch of other people who's just going to agree with you. And then you get that snowball to rolling. That's how Black Lives Matter. That's how that whole joint has started. And they just get the conversation rolling.
Yeah, but then what happened?
Outside. It turned into a corporate. Until it turned into a corporation. And once it went corporate, that's when it went bad.
Right. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, we get the ball rolling and that's cool, but I don't know. I'll talk about it another day.
Honestly, I think Black Lives Matter would have still been a thing had it never just went corporate. Like, and that's how it is for everything. Like, oh, dang. Was that somebody on the call? Whatever.
No, the session ended.
Cool. But that's how everything is. You know, once things go corporate, that's when it becomes uncool. It's like once a dance starts, right, or lingo starts, it starts in the streets, and everything is cool then. But once it goes corporate, it's like, dang, this don't hit the same no more. Hip hop, right? Even the music, it was in the streets once before, but then once it got corporate, we get Drake. It's like, it's not cool no more. So with that being said, you know, I just say if you're gonna have any kind of movement, any form of a movement, keep it in the streets. But once it hits that corporate mainstream type of media stuff, that's when you know it's gonna transform. Just like even the term woke, you know, that was a black term, and then white people found out about it. Well, what's woke? Well, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. What's woke?
They didn't.
Yeah,
What the laugh was that?
and now the whole thing about wokeism is about all transgender stuff. Like that was never what woke meant. It meant just being aware of what was going on around you.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't even be owning our ideas, bro. We don't be owning our words. The fact that people don't even use woke anymore just because white people start using it, it's like that was us. We could still be using the stuff that we created. Because they using it wrong, whatever.
You just need to know who you're talking to when you're saying it, you know, and how they finna interpret it. Because I remember it was a few years ago, Dan O'Donnell, who was over there at WISN 1130. I know him very well, a friend of mine's. But I chopped it up with this man, and I swear to God, after I said the term woke, this man literally hopped on the airwaves about like 30 minutes later, and he was like, do you believe this woke news about marijuana being good for you? And I'm just like, dang, like he just took the word. Then he told it to all his fans, and snowball effect happens, and now it's all this wokeism happening or whatever. But as I said before, once it hits mainstream media, once other people get, you know, accustomed to using this type of lingo, the vernacular, the business, the tools, then you got to move on and evolve, you know. And that's what I'm seeing happening out here in these streets, man.
Well, we are going to wrap up the show with a bow.
Ooh. Shout out to Trey Tay. I forgot to say this. Anybody who was a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they have a new live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out. For the past 20 years, we have had no new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies that were live action. For me and my generation, those were the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. And it's going to come back. It's coming back. I just wanted to put that out there because Trey Tay was talking about how Al is the Master Splinter. Boom, just took me there. Thank you so much, Trey Tay. Listen to that Friday.
We are gonna wrap up the show with a bow and give you our drop of juice when we come back. So don't go nowhere. We're gonna close this thing out for the week when we come back.
All right, Juicy Jammers, y'all know we're going to come back. But in the meantime, stay patient, stay waiting, and stay hopeful. The greatest things comes to those who wait. Take a sip of that.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cindy Johnson today at 414-445-2558.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, Jammin' with Juice is officially back, you guys. And you know what? I am so excited to be back with my co-star. Okay, we got Benjamin in the building. Benjamin, how you feeling?
Amazing. No, seriously, Juicy Jammers, it is so great to be back over these airwaves, connecting with you all over again. Thank you guys again just for holding it down with us, man, for so long. All the DMs, all the messages, all the likes, the comments.
Y'all definitely were doing your big one, reaching out to us and just keeping the show alive. You know what I'm saying? So now that we are officially back, make sure you tell everybody that you know.
Tell your mama.
Okay, that Jammin' with Juice is back to give you that daily
Tell
drop
your
of
daddy.
juice every single morning. Okay, if you gotta go to the gas station, if you at the mall, whoever you run into,
Tell
just
your
let them
local
know.
drug dealer.
All right, that they gotta tap into Jammin' with Juice. Ben, you are so crazy.
Okay, let's do it again.
Do it again? No,
Yeah.
let's see how it sounded first.
I don't think that sounded good.
I thought it was beautiful.
I thought the direction was there.
Do it.
Let's just do it one more time.
Do what?
Do it again.
Okay, what's
Tell the people. They listening right now. Tell the people. Tell the people what you need to tell them. What we need to tell them. Cause look, Juicy Jammers, from the bottom of Benjamin heart, I really appreciate you guys. When somebody, gets let go from their job.
We ain't doing that.
No,
we ain't talking about that.
Okay, we ain't doing all that. Just thank you, Juicy Jammers, man. Seriously, I found out throughout this time period. Okay, I don't want to be that deep. I know how to enunciate.
I'm not about to keep playing with you. Cut this up and call it a day.
Whatever, bro. Y'all really want this show?
Bro, this is a 30-second. We back. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your auntie, tell your baby daddy.
We back, but we ain't never left, okay? We ain't never left, all right? We just got a new platform, and it's our own platform.
Facts. But yeah, y'all was holding it down. We appreciate it so much. And we are just glad to be able to be back in community with all of you and to, entertain y'all. Because it's about to get even crazier. We on our own, Ben. We independent.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? You already know what it is. This is Jammin' with Juice. And make sure you go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to jamminwithjuice.com to become a certified Juicy Jammer. Remember, from here on out, you're amazing.
Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah. We about to wrap up the show and put it in a bow, giving you all the juice that you need to know. It's time for a drop of juice, letting y'all know what you can't get in school. You like that one?
I actually loved it.
Okay, period. But yes, welcome back, y'all. It's Jam with Juice, and we are about to wrap up the show with a bow and give you our drop of juice coming up today for this week. I feel like this week went by so slow, you guys. I don't know about y'all, but it just feel like it went so slow. You yawning too? But I did want to ask you, Ben, because you're supposed to be like this music guy, right?
Okay, talk to me.
Who are you listening to today? Like, from who dropped today? Who are you gonna listen to?
That actually is a good question. I still ain't picked up the Wale album. But
you're not a hip hop fan.
It's not that I'm not a hip hop fan. It's just, you know what?
You're not.
No. I want to say this. I really want to say this, man, because I think that it's important. I think this is important. I think one of the biggest reasons why music doesn't hit the same anymore how it once used to is because it's too readily available to us now.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do whatever you want to do at whatever time. Back in the day, you used to have to go pick up the album and listen to it. You used to have to. Now you can do it whenever. So you kind of like how you talking about with schedules, you put it in on your own schedule. You do it on your own time. So after we get off of these airwaves and, I handle the business or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and drive around Milwaukee and listen to Wale. Yeah, give it a shot, man. I've always thought Wale was dope. I just think he just didn't get a fair shot because of the label that he was on. I really do thoroughly believe that. But
who are you listening to new? I'm saying, like, that dropped today, if you know any.
I can't tell you.
And that's my point.
I can't tell you. Not because, honestly, again, because you're also talking to an artist himself. Right now, I'm working on a project with the game. That's what I'm working on.
Oh, okay. So, he responded back to you, huh?
Yeah, the game responded back to me. Currently, right now, I'm working on a project with the game.
Period.
So, hey,
like a song or a whole project?
No, a song. I can't say a whole project, but, hey, if this song does exactly what I want it to do, I may be on the Game Documentary 3 album. So, and that's really what I'm aiming for, because he's in album mode right now. So I'm constructing a song right now.
He getting inspiration from everybody.
Oh yeah, from everybody, everything where we at currently right now in life. And even the things that I feel like the game as a rapper, Jayceon Taylor, I feel like he hasn't touched on it or hasn't went into a pocket that I know he can. Because I'm a big fan of the game. I really am. Always have been ever since way back in the day. So that's really what I'm at right now. I'm kind of like Lil Wayne to a sense, where he's like, I don't listen to nobody else. I listen to me. When I'm in my album mode or I'm trying to like create my own thing, I'm really not trying to listen to too many other people because I'm not trying to be influenced by their bars. When I'm trying to listen to other people is when I'm trying to kind of channel a younger being jamming, so to speak, because one of the, like, even how I curated my whole flow of who I am as an artist, it was always just listening to people who I thought were the best. It took me so long to sit back and be like, okay, Kendrick Lamar is one of the best. It took me so long to say that J. Cole was one of the best. It took me so long to say that Drake is one of the best, just because I saw them dudes as my peers. I didn't see them as I saw Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Biggie, Pac, Nas, none of them dudes. Those dudes I actually look more up to. But for Drake, Kendrick, or J. Cole, I see them as my peers because they're not that much older than I am. And I know for a fact I can watch a couple of them dudes. So
You look at who is your peers?
Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
How are they your peers?
We're about the same age bracket. Like, they may be only like 5
I don't think
years
it
older
has to
than
do
me.
with age.
See, you don't think so, but I do.
Oh, so that's your opinion.
This is me.
That's
This is how I train myself up to be.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
this is
Okay.
me.
So they're your peers.
Yeah, because think about this. I get into the rap game, they're going to be like, oh, okay. Look, eventually, just because of the age and stuff, they're going to be like, oh, man, are you upset, Ben Jammin, that you never got in? And when Kendrick did, or Drake, or J. Cole, and I'm going to tell them, no, it happens on God's timing. And I'm here exactly when I'm supposed to be.
See, I thought it works by whoever is also coming up with you at the same time. That's why they had like the whole like freshman class. Like this is your group at this time, and they were all different age ranges and all the other stuff. I didn't think it was like just because of your age, because who it would be in 2 Chainz' age? Lil Wayne, I guess.
See, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because, like, okay, when you think about
like who's in his class?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So when 2 Chainz actually came in, he came in around the Kendrick Lamars, the Drakes, and stuff like that. However, he wasn't in like their freshman class covers whatsoever, because the age bracket, he was in a Lil Wayne. Like, Lil Wayne is one of his peers. You know, Kanye West is his peer. You know, because of the age demo. Even when you think about,
because he was out before all of that, so I don't think he would be with them.
Think about even like Pusha T. As much as people want to put Pusha T in the same bracket as a Kendrick Lamar, 10-year age gap right there. Pusha T knows for a fact he's more in alignment with the Kanye West of the world, with the you could even put him with like the Jay-Z's of the world, the Rick Rosses of the world. Like, he really came out in like the 03, 04 age when he was part of the Clips. So
you have an interesting way of thinking of things.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's
but that's Ben Jammin's universe. Yeah. I'm gonna let you be in your world, Ben.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna let you cook, bro. But for my drop of juice, honestly, it's really quick. It's just to take care of yourself. You know, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I feel like I could say that every single day, every single week, and it doesn't change. But in these times, it's very important for you to make sure you are checking in with your mental. Okay, if you are struggling, don't struggle in silence. Let somebody know so they can help you, you know, because a lot of us are going to be struggling, or I don't want to say we are going to be, but it's going to be a lot of people who are going to need to rely on their community and their people and their peers to help them out. So don't be afraid to ask for help and be honest about that, and to just be open, but also just check in with yourself to make sure that you are okay, because holidays coming up. I know that can be rough for a lot of people, so my heart is out there for you guys, and I'm thinking of y'all during these times. It's about to get cold too.
God bless y'all. It's only 35 degrees right now.
Yes, thank you so much for everybody who was tapped in. You gonna hit the button?
What button?
The outro button.
We got an outro button?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Anyway, thank y'all so much for tapping it in to Jam with Juice this week. Let's do it again on Monday, Lord willing. We're gonna be here from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. You know where to find us. Jamming with Juice, baby. I am your girl, Noni Juice. Always keep it in juicy. And of course, y'all been jamming with me.
Morning. It's amazing.
Yes.
I know somebody.
Have a great rest of your day and be safe this weekend.
Get the money,
and
bro.
happy sip to that
Friday.
See y'all next week. Be safe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Can I hit it in a morning?
To our YouTube. Check us out.
But then you gotta feed them
See you
kids.
later. Bye, y'all.
Jam with Juice. Y'all know what the business is.